Hello everyone, I'm Cloud and welcome to Anime No Mi. Today, following the One Piece videos here on the channel, we will talk about the evolution of the Straw Hat Pirates captain. Luffy is constantly becoming stronger, evolving his abilities a lot after fighting more powerful enemies than him, acquiring several skills and techniques. In today's video we'll talk about how Luffy evolved during his journey, and I already count on your help to leave your like in the video to support the channel. I also hope you subscribe if you're still new here, and leave your comments saying your opinions and what the next videos you want to see here on the channel. Now let's go to the video. Guys, as we know, Luffy since the beginning of his journey to become the king of pirates, has always been ridiculed for dreaming of something so grand. When he told his enemies that he wanted to find One Piece, he became the subject of jokes. After all, that seemed impossible for most pirates. After all, most of them would never attempt something like navigating all the islands of the New World, and no one thought that a mere pirate starting his journey like him could become someone strong. But over time, and the way he progressed, Luffy managed to impress everyone who once doubted him. Many even started to support him. After a lot of training, effort, and defeats, Luffy was able to conquer a great force, compared even to a Yonko, who are the greatest pirates existing in the current seas. We know that emperors are the closest pirates to finding the One Piece treasure, and Luffy now has the same recognition as those close to the real battle to conquer the acclaimed title of King of Pirates. After the events of Whole Cake Island arc, Luffy, accompanied by Nami, Chopper, Brook and the Minx Peacocks, Pedro and Carrot, go to Whole Cake Island, the island where Yonko Big Mom lives. During this arc, this group seeks out Sanji so they can save him from his arranged marriage to Charlotte Pudding, created with the aim of making a political alliance between the Charlotte family and the Vinsmoke family. The World Economic newspaper referred to Luffy as the fifth emperor among the Yonko. We know that doesn't really make him a Yonko, but actually, they were just saying he was the most likely pirate to become, besides having a similar renown. He was mentioned in this way due to the events of the arc and the interviews conducted with Cavendish and Bartolomeo, which informed journalists that Luffy had more than 5,000 members in the Great Fleet of the Straw Hats. Currently, Luffy and his crew find themselves fighting Big Mom, Kaido, and their pirates. During the arc of Whole Cake, we see some clashes between Luffy and Big Mom, where Luffy was unable to even scratch Big Mom. Now during the beginning of Wano's arc they again had a clash, but again Luffy was unable to defeat him, just as he was also unable to defeat Kaido. While in Udon, a region located in the southeast of Wano, which was under the domain of Queen, one of the pirates allied with Kaido, Luffy started to level up his Busashoko Haki. He did this by trying to devise a way to damage Kaido's extremely tough body, after remembering how Silver's Rayleigh was able to repel an elephant attack on Ruzakana without touching him. In the middle of an instruction to learn a technique called Raya de Wano, where he projects his haki at a short distance as a defense, making it possible to repel the attack. In addition, it can also be used as an attack by channeling haki inside your target's body, destroying from the inside out. With this new objective, Luffy trains until he manages to master this technique inadvertently, and this happened during a desperate attempt to save himself and also to save Hyogoro. After training relentlessly non-stop for a week under Hyogoro's supervision, hitting a thick steel block with haki-enhanced punches, Luffy was able to emit his Busashoko Haki at will. This became visible when he was able to punch a hole from the opposite side where he'd hit a tree, emitting haki from his hardened fist. He was later seen to be able to remove Yamato's explosive handcuffs by destroying them from the inside out, showing conscious control over this high-grade Busashoko Haki technique. We saw that Luffy used power in a similar way to what we saw Rayleigh done when we first met Haki's concepts in the Sabaody archipelago. Using his Busashoko Haki and covering his fists with the Conqueror's Haki, Luffy is now able to injure a Yonko, even though they are very resistant, as with this combination Luffy is able to deliver blows that ignore any resistance. After all, this attack doesn't hurt your enemy from the outside in, but rather affects the enemy's body from the inside, thus causing a lot of damage to their body. Luffy is not considered the fifth Yonko just for the great strength he obtained, but thanks to his Straw Hat Grand Fleet. This is a fleet made up of 7 pirate crews who have promised to be with Luffy and his crew when they need them, no matter what the situation. Formed by several powerful crews that managed to succeed in the New World, the representatives and some other members were the main competitors of the Corrida Coliseum. In sheer numbers, they have a total of 5,640 people fighting for them, and all 7 leaders are extremely powerful and formidable fighters, 5 of them being strong enough to defeat the Don Quixote Pirates executives. During Dressrosa's arc, the captains and some members of the Beautiful Pirates, Barto Club, Hopo Navy, the Idio Pirates, the Giant Pirate Warriors, the Yanta Maria Grand Fleet, and the Tontata Pirates fought in the Corrida Coliseum with Luffy. When Luffy, his crew and Law started fighting the Don Quixote Pirates, these pirates helped them, as well as the Tontata Pirates. Together, they managed to end the reign of the Don Quixote family. 3 days later, the 7 teams helped the Straw Hats escape Dressrosa and avoid capture by the Navy. As soon as they arrived on Orlumba's ship, the Yanta Maria, the captains of each crew crew asked Luffy if they could drink sake and become his subordinates. But we saw that Luffy refused, at the same time as he said that they would still be linked to each other by their fight against Doflamingo and that they would help each other out at any time. However, the captains decided to drink the sake anyway, pledging to help Luffy and his crew whenever he needed them. So thus the Straw Hats' great fleet was formed, and a party ensued as their fleet departed from Dressrosa. The fleet then split again into its own crews. Each captain took a piece of Luffy's Vivre card, and the Tantacore returned to Dressrosa to help with the reconstruction operations. So they said goodbye so that one day when Luffy needed his help they would go to him. In the future we might see new pirates joining Luffy's fleet, or even some swordsmen who are fighting alongside him in Wano, so that as soon as Luffy, after defeating Kaido, he can finally be given the rank of a Yonko. After all, as we know, to be a Yonko it's not enough to be stronger than other pirates, they also have to have strong allies, and some new world locations under their protection. We know that Fishman Island is now under the protection of Straw Hat pirates. Now Wano would also be a great place to further increase the renown of Luffy and his fleet. After all, we know that Wano, after the fall of Kaido, will once again be under the protection of the Kazuki family. We know that this is a powerful family that has existed for centuries. They are responsible for creating the poneglyphs and have become allies of Zou. We know that Zou is under the protection of Inuarashi and Nekomamushi, who also became great allies of Luffy. Now about Wano, after Kazuki Momonosuke, the eldest son of Oden, will become the great protector of that place just as his father and grandfather did. And we know that Momonosuke has become a great friend of Luffy's, so it's almost guaranteed to be under the protection of Straw Hat pirates. On top of that, we also know that Luffy and Roger have great similarities, and it's very likely that the Straw Hat boy follows the same path as him. This is because Luffy does not aspire to be a Yonko, but rather to overcome the title of emperor. He just wants to be king of the pirates just like his hero once was, so he can fulfill his promise to Shanks and return his straw hat. Luffy still has a long way to go to become the king of pirates, as there are still many strong enemies, with a power equal to or greater than Kaido and Big Mom. And we have to imagine the evolution of Teach, which currently has 2 devil fruits, a crew with very strong and skillful characters, besides being hiding something, and we know that he will be a great enemy of Luffy. So Luffy should still get stronger, improving his haki, learning more skills, and even awakening his Gomu Gomu no Mi to become even more powerful. In addition to his companions who, like Luffy, are getting stronger and stronger in the combat that is taking place in Wano, showing new very powerful abilities. However, we see that Luffy is making many new powerful allies who would fight alongside the Straw Hat pirates and who can be recognized as members of his fleet. After all, the united groups that are fighting for Wano are totally relying on Luffy to defeat Kaido and save them all. Not only that, but if Luffy does manage to defeat Kaido, his fame will finally be recognized worldwide, with him being as strong as the 4 emperors. So that could take the point where the title of Yonka ceases to exist, to make it official that now it would actually be 5 emperors and not just 4. After all, we know it's the Gorosei who decide this. But I want to know what you think about it. In your opinion, is Luffy close to being at the level of winning the title of Yonko? What abilities could Luffy get to make him much stronger? Leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to leave your likes in the video to help the channel, and also subscribe if you're still new here. The channel is new and needs your help. Thank you so much for watching our video so far. Your support is very important. See you in the next video. Bye.